Hello and welcome once again to the Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta. It's 2021 and it's Fiesta time. Despite being Fiesta time, I need a siesta. Also, I don't want to watch all of this. Yay, look at that. We actually get to gameplay. I did not watch E3. E3 is, this year more than ever, a pure marketing event. I guess it's always been a marketing event, but it was more obvious about it. I heard about new Metroid, though. And new Metroid plus new Mario Party, or I guess it's remastered Mario Party. Is this game way too loud? I'm gonna turn the game down a bit. Between the two of those, I might actually need to go out and buy a Switch. Not that I have money to do that. But hey, that's what Patreon's for, I guess. Speaking of which, support me on Patreon. Link is in the description. There, that was my marketing for the year 2021. Of course, we're going with butts. Going to stick with the classic. That's why we're playing the original Super Nintendo version with the fan translation. We don't need things like bug fixes, or graphic updates, or quality of life. I don't have any quality of life in real life. Why should I have it in the game? That's me, I'm a dead old man, lying next to a rock. Yeah, and I have memory issues too. It's amazing. Who knew that I was actually Galuf? Hey, Shapuitin. Did you know that I was actually Galuf? Because I'm a dying old man with memory issues. Spoilers, we just saw it. It's not a spoiler, it just happened. He was laying there dying next to a rock, and he had memory issues. It's not even a spoiler. How old am I? Jesus Christ. Too old. 38? I can't do math right now, but I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm too old to be playing video games for the internet, but here I am. I'm worried I made the game too quiet. No, I did not put in for Berserker Risk this year, Shapuitin. Last time I put in for Berserker Risk, I think something went wrong, because I did normal run Berserker Risk, which is just supposed to give you one Berserker, like at the appropriate crystal, which is water, I think. Water or fire. But I did not get one Berserker. I got multiple Berserkers. And you're only supposed to get multiple Berserkers, is my understanding. You're only supposed to get multiple Berserkers if you do a Chaos run. Hey, Terravan. Now I'm worried the game's too loud again. I'm just gonna futz with the game volume constantly. How about that? That's why everybody loves tuning into live streams, to see technical issues. And I'm not editing it for YouTube. You get to deal with the technical issues too. I really want to do another, like, actually edited LP. But the game that I would LP is Cyberpunk 2077. And I really ought to wait for them to have actual DLC for that. Because maybe DLC will fix things that haven't been fixed yet. Or add things that were promised. On the other hand, I could just do the Let's Play, and by the time I finish the Let's Play, the DLC will be out and I can do the DLC at the end, although that probably won't work because it'll probably be integrated into the story, given the way that Cyberpunk ends. Spoiler alert. But there is no post-game for Cyberpunk 2077. Right, we all did the thing. Let's go. Alright, let's... Alright, you don't have anything. You have a knife. The problem is I think Galuf goes ahead of Butts. Nope, I'm wrong. Ignore me. I'm not sure that build even matters for that Shawiten. Like, the only thing that I've done consistently is max out body, just because there's a dedicated side quest for unarmed melee combat. And gorilla arms are expensive. And gorilla arms were bugged early on for quite a while. I don't know if they're still bugged or not. They might still be bugged. But on launch, it was the case that if you got any arm cyberware, if you put any cyberware in your arm slot, it broke your cyberware for your what is it? Nervous system? I forget what slot, but the one that you activate with a hotkey. Like the one that lets you heal, or the slowdown time on command as opposed to like as a reaction or when you're dodging or whatever. Those, whatever you put in that slot broke if you had any cyberware in your arm slot. And taking the cyberware out of your arm slot did not fix it. It was just broke forever. Oh yeah, quick hacks are broken as hell. But they're also very slow, and it's a slow and tedious way to play, but you are, like, as long as you have any amount of stealth, you're fine. And you're just really sad inside if you get into a forced combat section. Yeah, that's the problem, Shapuitin. That's the problem with a quick hack build. I made the mistake on my first playthrough of trying to do a heavy weapon build where I used the LMG, not realizing that, one, there is only a single type of LMG in the game. Two, the attachment slots for it were broken. I don't know if they're still broken or not. But there is still only one LMG in the entire game, and it just has different rarity levels. Which don't do anything when the attachment slots are broken. Amazing that. Man, I wish it was a lemon-flavored machine gun. But no, LMG is light machine gun. And ironically, I think it is called Defender. I think that's like the model name in the game. Even though it is not a defender, it is an attacker. And it's not a very good attacker because you couldn't attach things to it. Right, whatever, cutscene. Don't care. I can't look at a ship floating by right now. We're talking about Cyberpunk. Yeah, it's not an RPG, like... It is an RPG only in that you can put level ups into stats. And you get perks. But it's Grand Theft Auto with a perk system, is what it really is. It's an open world map with a linear main story that is mission based with also side missions. Which is kind of why I hope there's DLC for it eventually. But on the other hand, it's not gonna fix... You know, no DLC will come out that changes it from a Grand Theft Auto game to a Witcher game. Or at least not a... Even then, like, it... Thinking back... Witcher 3 had a lot of, like, not open-ended elements either. It's just that Witcher 3 had, like, you know, a dialogue system and side activities and characters with dialogue. So... Yeah, you do side missions because there are engaging characters and, you know, they link and progress as opposed to most of the side missions are one character telling you to break in and get something or break in and kill someone. And then a few side quests have actual characters who only show up for that one side quest. And then a couple times, if you do the person's side quest, they'll give you another side quest later. But oftentimes the second side quest later is nothing. Like, I remember one that, like, the second side quest was you just show up and have a dialogue with somebody, and that was it. Like, that's not a quest. There was a decision point in the dialogue, but like you didn't actually do anything. But yeah, ultimately, what happened with Cyberpunk is everybody thought, oh, this is the game they're making after Witcher 3. It'll be on par with a hypothetical Witcher 4. So we were expecting Witcher 3 plus levels of quality. When we should have been thinking was, this is a new IP. This will be Witcher 1. If we had set our expectations at Witcher 1, where launch was a goddamn mess, and the thing barely works, and it's not actually fun, it would have been right in line with our expectations. If only we had been thinking about Witcher 1 instead of Witcher 3 when we were thinking about CD Projekt Red and their game development history. No, I don't agree with that, Hankosha, because Fallout 4 is kind of the sequel you expect from the people who made Fallout 3. But we were expecting sequel quality for a new IP. We should have been thinking, we should have set our expectations at new IP, which was Witcher 1. Which, how in the hell was that successful? I don't know. One of you gives me 5 potions. Give me 5 potions. Thank you. Alright, I have recently learned, whoops, I just passed a chest, that there is a staff in the Wind Shrine somewhere. I don't know where, though. Jen's Duck, I don't know what the first roll is, because I haven't beaten what's-its-name yet. I'm gonna beat what's-its-name, and then I'm gonna pull up the Gilgabot, and then we'll find out what the first job is. But somebody... Zeke, what's 4-Job Fiesta? I guess this is episode 1 of this year, so I might as well explain what is 4-Job Fiesta. 4-Job Fiesta is a challenge wherein you play Final Fantasy V, which has a job system, but rather than using all of the jobs, you only get access to 4 jobs. And all of your characters must represent all 4 of those jobs as you unlock them. So it lets you play around with the job system, but it also prevents just blatant abuse of the job system. So there's some challenge to it, especially if you get some really bad rolls on what job you have access to, but it is much less of a pain. See, I don't know where the frickin' staff is. There's a staff in the Wind Shrine. I don't know where. Alright. Ferris gets that. Galuf gets that. You know what? I'm going to give Lena the other broadsword because she goes faster than Butts. Is it on the 4th floor? What floor am I on? So in theory, I can hold A and win this fight. I don't think that's true, but we'll find out. I know it's true if you go and get everybody a broadsword. But I think with only 2, I'm SOL. At least in regards to holding A and winning the fight. Nope. I was fine. You know what? I'm fine. I'm just gonna check in here for stuff. There's nothing in there. Why did I check in there for stuff? Jensduck got something affiliated from Far Cry 3. I'm having real trouble parsing the sentence that Jensduck said. Hey, there's the staff in the Wind Shrine. I guess it's down lower. Wait, Far Cry 6 is supposed to be Voss's story? Is it set in the same... What? Do we need Voss's story? The only story I want to know about Far Cry 3 is who thought it would be a good idea to kill off the interesting character villain halfway through the game and replace him with generic evil white dude. It was like CIA or something? I don't even remember. Some dude. He was a bad guy. Like, I didn't need a backstory for Voss, I just needed the entire game to have Voss in it, as opposed to just half the game. Right, I'm fast forwarding. No, it's not though. It's Far Cry 6. It's a Far Cry game in the era of Ubisoft saying, we want to be a service company. We don't want to make games. We want to make microtransactions. I forget what language they actually use for it. Okay. Knight, Black Belt, Blue Mage, Thief, Black Mage, White Mage. Those are the options. The question is, Which of these will I get for the 4-job Fiesta? Let's sign in. I'm not gonna do the thing yet. Is Monk. I opened it and it said it. I thought it said locked before. I guess because I was pre-registered. So I got Monk, which is good for the start and bad for the end because Monk does not scale. Caravan, I really hope you're lying, because who the hell would want to play as Far Cry 5 guy? So, Gilgabad has declared return to Monk. There we go. Now that we are Monk. I think we need to end the episode. I guess I have to do the top 3 Final Fantasy V jobs. Why would I even pull that up? I can't reference it. In terms of power level or in terms of jobs that I like, Shapuitin? Is this favorite jobs or most powerful jobs that I like? Number 3 is Knight. You know why? Because Knight makes you try for the Brave Blade. So many classes can abuse the chicken knife. And most people in these Fiestas run from most random battles anyway. But if you have to go for the Brave Blade, then that means no running and no chicken knife. Besides, big dudes in big armor, I like. Number 2. Summoner. No, that's a lie. Number 2, Black Mage. I'm gonna say Black Mage over Summoner. For offensive casting class, Black Mage is classic. It's classic. You get flair. It's cool. Number 1. Number 1 is no, it's not actually, but number 1 is a powerful class, but I really enjoy it, Mystic Knight. It's like the combination of the Black Mage and the Knight, but not really, because it's better than the Knight, and not as good at random battles as Black Mage, but better at boss battles than Black Mage. So those are my top 3 jobs. Number 3, Knight. Number 2, Black Mage. Number 1, Mystic Knight. Which I think is called something else now. But now Boko is chasing us off. We have to end the episode. We cannot have an explanation. Thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, take care.